Rightio, so what's up there guys? Welcome back to Digger Detecting. Welcome also to a site that I've been visiting and detecting for the past 6 years. A very productive site. And as I said, I have been detecting it for the past 6 years, but I've never ever been out here with the Equinox 900 and also running that little 6-inch coil. And not only that, there's been some big recent events taking place here. We've had football throughout the year, cricket and netball, and not only that, a few music festivals just over the last few weekends. So hopefully we're the first detectorist here, and hopefully with the new 900 and the little 6-inch coil there, we can hit on some fresh drop items, and not only that, also even uncover some items that the 800 and the 600 and even the Vanquish have missed by myself detecting here in the past 6 years. So as I said, a very productive site. It has gave up a lot of wonderful items, but I'm sure there's still more here to find, and we're going to test that theory with the Equinox 900 today. So let's get set up, let's get started, and let's see how we go. So let's get this guy turned on, and we're just going to give a quick run through of the settings that I'll be running here today. Also, don't mind the fact that we're in Mexican down below. I ran out of English screen protectors, didn't I? We know what everything means though. We're just going to jump past noise cancel, ground balance, 25 is our volume, jump past volume tone, and go right through to accept reject. As I said, I want to be cherry picking this site today. It has been well detected in the last 5 or 6 years. However, with recent events, we just want to be picking up on the desirable items. So what we're going to be doing is going up to 1 there, and I'm going to be holding the accept reject button, and as you'll see, it'll run through and basically notch out those lower numbers. And I want to run my way all the way up to 50. 50 through to 99 is pretty much the cherry picking program that I'm going to be running here today. And the reason being is I know on the Equinox 800 and 600, 18 through to 40 was used to be where it was at for me. All the silvers and pennies and rings and gold coins are coming in from 18 through to 40, and you didn't miss anything good. If you were chasing the gold, you might want to look into those lower numbers. However, you'll also be combating all the pull tabs and aluminium foil and everything like that we do not want to hear today. So basically with the Equinox 900 here, what we're going to be running, trialing today, I have not done this yet either, but I understand that with the Equinox 900 here and the extended target ID and numbers on the screen, basically 50 through to 99 is equivalent to that 18 through to 40 Equinox 800 program, a cherry picking program that we used to run. I hope that made all made sense. So 15 through to 99, everything else we're going to not hear. We're not going to have to deal with it at all. Next up, we'll move through to recovery speed. Recovery speed is set at 8, which is exactly where I want it. It's a very trashy ground. It's riddled with targets. I'll give you a listen in a minute. And iron bias down at 1. And to be honest, I think I'm going to run 0 today. We're going to open that machine right up. Generally in a very trashy area, if you want to run this high, iron bias high, and try not to hit on those rusty items, or even try and discriminate out a bit more of the trash. What it actually essentially does though, that's all very good and well. What it essentially can do though, running that iron bias too high, is mask the other signals. If you have a rusty nail and a coin sitting right beside, essentially running a high iron bias here will mask that coin. It'll tell you that it's not there due to the rusty nail being beside it. So look, I don't mind digging a few rusty nails. If we do dig too many, if just one after the other are coming out, we'll bump that up to 1 or 2. However, we're going to run 0 and try and really unmask this ground and let the detector really hit on everything, whether it be a rusty nail or a deep little silver coin. So back to the main menu there, and as I said, 50 through to 99. Our sensitivity, we're going to run right up high. We're going to shoot a noise cancel for memory, hunting here over the past in the years. Over this side of the oval, it's not that noisy. You can see it's got a little bit of chirping going on there. Once we get over the other side of the oval though, I'm probably going to have to bump back down to about 20 or so over near the road and the power lines. Even at 20 though, we will be still hitting a good depth on those coins and targets. So as I said, we'll run a higher sensitivity over this side. We'll drop it down as we go. Anyway, let's shoot that noise cancel and let's make a start. Sensitivity at 26. I've just dropped it down a little bit there. Shoot a noise cancel, and as I said, we're good to go. We're starting from the car here. We're going to walk our way all the way around the oval and just do a lap around and see what comes of it. And if we have time, we'll do another lap around and see what we do on the second round. So as I said, let's make a start and let's see what we can find. So there we go. I did not even walk away from the car. I did not even move really. We've got our first target. A solid, or not really solid, a solid tone. Bit of a jumpy number though, 73, 74, 76. This could be a bottle top or a can. We are still learning those numbers with the Equinox 900, remember? Generally a gold coin is going to come in around the 60 range from memory. And we still are yet to finish off that target ID list. I need to know a few more target ID numbers before I can complete that list. However, well, there we go. We've got a bottle top to start us off there. However, around the when we did the target ID list there, we could see that the gold coins were ringing in around the 60, mid 60 range, 64, 65, 67, somewhere sort of like that. So we're going to dig a lot of these guys today. Pineapple drink, bottle top lids, bottle top lids in general, I dare say. But look, that's okay, because where the bottle top lids are coming out, you know you're hitting on those right numbers for the coins and the rings and everything else that I know is at this site to find. So how is that one? I'm second target in away from the car, and look what just popped out. We got a bit of a funny jumpy signal there in between the trash with that little Ripper 6-inch coil. This ground has been detected by me thoroughly for the last 6 years. And look at that. We've got a little 1920, 1/2 penny coming out. Only literally steps away from the car, pretty much where we started and shot the introduction and the settings video there. That's incredible. As I said, I have detected this ground 6 ways from bloody Sunday. And 1920 little 1/2 penny is still sitting there hiding amongst the rubbish. I wonder if it's just due to the Equinox 900. The Equinox 800 is what I've been using detecting this ground for the last 6 years. And look, when I say I've detected this ground for the last 6 years, I really have detected this ground. I'm not saying there's still not stuff here hiding, but this in this particular spot, in general, I always park here and I always start here. So the fact that that little coin was hiding there, missed, is just phenomenal. As I said, I wonder if it's just due to the 900 or whether it is the fact that we're running that little 6-inch sniper coil. Who knows? I don't know. I should have picked up on that target with the 800. I am certain though, the fact that it was missed is just incredible. Let's keep going. We are after the goldies and the rings and what have you today. However, any funny high signals like that I find, pretty much anything that beeps over the 50 range there, 50 through to 99, we're going to dig out and give you guys a look. Gold coins included. How awesome. So standing back up from that last target, which happened to be that Ripper little 1/2 penny, what a surprise that was. As I said, we literally have not walked away from the car. It's where I always park and where I always start, right here, and work my way around. Funnily enough, I always seem to walk the same way around the oval too. We've got our next target there though. I didn't really give you a great look. We'll just stand back and go again. He is a high 60, jumping into the 70 range. So you can see 69, right up through to the high 78 there. But when I go into pinpoint mode there, oh, the sun just come back out. Someone turned on the lights. When I go into pinpoint mode there, see how he's such a very small, short, sharp signal. Like if you, oh look, I've nearly lost him. He's so faint, so small and sharp. And I have went in and out of pinpoint there, so it would have decreased the signal there. Which is awesome, because we know exactly where to dig. I can guarantee that coin is literally right there. and I know it's a coin, 100% it's a coin, and I'm suspecting at those target ID numbers, he's going to be a gold coin. Let's dig a little tiny plug, because we don't need a huge plug for this guy. As I said, that little 6-inch coil, he narrowed him down quite nicely. Going in now to pinpoint mode there too. The Equinox 900 is exactly the same as the Equinox 800 and the 600. And if you go into through my channel, you can see one of my videos there where I did a pinpointing tips and tricks video. We did not find all that much wonderful stuff that day, like I was hoping. However, I did give some great tips and tricks on exactly how to hone down and pinpoint your target, just like that. Using that pinpoint mode, a tip and trick that I use going in and out. So if you have not watched it, be sure to give it a look, because it can be very handy. There he is. He might be a 1-cent coin. We may have been tricked. So there we go. We knew he was going to be a coin just by the way he was coming up there on the target ID, also the way he was pinpointing. But I did suspect it to be a gold coin. Unfortunately, it's a little brown bugger, a little 1-cent coin. That's okay though. That is quite okay, because as I said, just interesting to be hitting on any coins here today. The fact that we got the 1920 penny out of there, a little half penny. Now we just got a little 1-cent coin out of there, which was ringing up as a beautiful signal. How was that missed in the past? So our next target here was a 65, 68, jumping right up to the 70 range, even a 71. Quite a few numbers. So as I said, it is very, very trashy ground. So maybe the numbers aren't fixating properly, just due to the amount of rubbish. Ha! There we go. There we go. I wish I'd have filmed that one properly there, from start to finish. However, you can see a little coin impression. We did not plant that coin there, and we've got a $1 gold coin, our first $1 gold coin for today, with the Equinox 900. You can see he's not a fresh drop either. He's been buried for quite some time. Let's put him down on the ground though now. Let's see what he rings up at, because I said he was quite jumpy in the ground there. Let's have a proper listen. 66, 68, 67. So look, 66, 67, 68, as I said, we're chasing those sort of mid 60 right through to the 70 numbers for the gold coins today. Target ID list, I can't exactly remember what those numbers were. I will throw it up top left corner there. You'll be able to have a bit of a look, but if you are wanting to check it out more, you can check out my target ID list 7 and 900, Equinox 7 and 900 target ID list video. I said that the wrong way around. Up in the top left corner though, and if you scroll through my channel once again, you'll be able to find that video, and we run through silvers, pennies, keg taps and cricket buckles, and even the gold coins, and put them under the coil and see what numbers they produce. As I said, you know, they can jump around a bit in the ground there though, so mixed in with other rubbish. It's pretty awesome though, our first $1 gold coin, and we are not too far away from the car. So let's keep going. We've got to make it all the way around this oval yet. Let's see what else we can snag. Well, there we go. It looks like we've got another gold coin, jumping in around the 60 or mid 60 range there. I've got to be careful where I sit down here too. We've got ice cream bickies, and we've just got stuff everywhere from the recent event that's been taking place. It's a wonder the ants haven't cleaned it up yet. I think this guy's gonna be a fresh drop. Oh, pretty fresh. He's just under the surface there. Let's go after him. He might be a $2 coin this time. He said he's not going to be very deep. Still in there. Have we got him in that? No, we don't. What are we doing? It's all these roots. It's hanging on to the plug there. There he is. Just seen a hint of gold. You see that there? Probably can't. The shadows are in the wrong direction. The sun's in the wrong way. There we go. We got a little $2 coin, and not as shallow as what I thought. Once again, the Equinox 900 is hitting on a few of those coins that have been previously missed. However, I will say, I haven't been out here for about 8 or 10 months. That guy, yeah, he could have easily sunk that depth in 8 or 10 months. So let's clean this messy hole up. We shouldn't have had to dig that crazy for that guy. We probably should have pinpointed him a little bit better. So anyway, $2 and a $1, a few 1 and 2 cent coins. We're still waiting for that ring, aren't we? We've only made it way around the oval, probably about a quarter of the way, not even. So we've got a long way to go. This is a bit of a funny one, a 71, 74, only 1 bar of depth. But have a listen. Sounds like he's going to be a coin. He's got like that double jump going on. He could be a ring, could be a bottle top. I'm hoping for a ring. You can see too, as we start to make our way around, that detector's starting to get a bit noisier. So we'll just keep running noise cancels as we need to go. And as I said there before, we will drop that sensitivity down as needed. Coin, ring, bottle top. What do we got? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. There we go. There is our bit of silver, everybody. We have a beautiful little love heart 925 pendant. There we go. I'm so glad I filmed that. I don't think I have the toothbrush in my pocket. However, look at that diamond shine. That little pretty pink diamond stone. Oh, that's awesome. That is so cool. So 71, 74, jumping around there. Let's give you another listen. We'll fill that hole in. It's just nice to be able to hear what these targets are singing up at. And he was a little bit different in the hole there, 71, 74. He's probably going to throw a solid number now he's on the surface. Let me get myself organised here. So we'll give you a listen. Yeah, so more of a solid number now he's on the surface. 76 mainly hang around. That is such a great little piece. Let's pick him up. We don't want to leave him behind. Let's have a look. We'll sit him on the post here. Get the grass off him. We've got to get the toothbrush in out of the boot, and we'll clean him up a bit later and have a bit of a look. I'm sure being silver, I'm 100% sure that's silver. Can't see a hallmark. I'm sure being silver though, he's going to clean up very, very nice. How cool is that? The little love heart pendant. I love it. Well, we just got that little love heart pendant underneath my foot there, standing back up. We've got something else. Look at that. And so no doubt that's part of the little pendant. Who knows, we may be onto the chain here. Well worth inspecting though, and once again a surface target. So let's give him a look. See if we get the chain with the pendant, or whether we get 2 pendants, who knows. Alright, so there's something right there. We'll peel back that grass. He's gonna be buried. It's just nice to know exactly where we're digging though. Who knows, this could be a pull tab. However, being so close. What? Why would, holy moly. Wow. Being so close to that pendant, I would have thought it'd been the chain. However, look at that. That is a 6pence. What? You can tell I'm a little bit confused. That is really strange. One, why is it there? Why has it been not picked up in the past? Why has that been missed by all the other detectorists, including myself, in the last 6 years? But 2, you've seen how shallow that was. Literally, surface target. Why is it sitting there like that on the surface? I know that coins can, the ground can get worn down. I've found 1950 rue pennies and what have you laying on the surface. That is really quite a surprise though. And our first little silver coin. So there we go. We got the silver pendant. Now we get the silver 6pence right beside it. And you can see the coin impression. You can see where he's been sitting there all that time. You can even see the writing on some of the dirt there. So that's incredible. That is incredible. That's quite a spin out, because normally in 1950, a 6pence like that, 70-year-old coin, normally you're digging down at least that far to get him. That was not deep at all. Just going like that, as you all seen, we pop out a little 70-year-old coin. Wow, wow. People were camping out here the other weekend too at the music festival. Someone probably camped right on top of that coin, and they had no idea it was even there. Oh, amazing, amazing. Little pendant, 1950 6pence. Let's keep going. Well, I'll tell you what, this Equinox 900 is most impressive. It has impressed me since I got it. Not only that though, some of the sites that I'm going to it's just phenomenal. You know, what it's hitting on, and you know, how well it's hitting on these items is just really surprising. So 2-cent coin into the pouch, another coin that's not very deep and that has been missed. Just phenomenal. I wonder, you know, running these cherry picking settings that we're running today, which I've never ever done, you know, recovery speed, iron bias is pretty simple stuff. However, I've never ever run that 50 through to 99 like I did the 18 through to 40 on the Equinox 800. So really interesting, you know. Everything else is quiet, you don't hear it, but whatever beeps you dig, and generally it's something good. So it's going to be very interesting to take that cherry picking setting, 15 through to 99 with a high recovery speed, a low iron bias, and check out some of these old sites that we've ran over cherry picking with the 800 and seeing what the difference is. So there we be, walking along, minding our own business, and we got a signal. Sounded like that. A nice fresh drop coin. It made me look down straight away, getting that tone, that sound. I just love those tones. And look at that, we've got a little $1 coin sitting on the surface, most likely dropped from last weekend's event. I don't know how anybody didn't see that though, and no one was looking at the ground obviously. Everybody was walking around can in hand drinking. So probably 100 people walked over that coin all drunk and missed it, but we just snagged him with the detector. How awesome. Sounds to me like another fresh drop. Look at that. Could be a $2 coin too, which will be quite nice because the $2 coins, as opposed to the ones, add up a lot quicker. And we are going to jump the other side of the track soon, because over the other side of the track is where a lot of the people camp and set up their tents and everything like that. So we are definitely going to jump on the other side of the track. Oh, look at that. Here's a surface drop. He's just under the grass somewhere. There. Let's get the digger. He may just need a little bit of a pop-up. He may not have been a fresh drop from the event like I thought. Oh, there he is. Look at that. Oh dear, it's a $1. Oh no, we're ripped off $1. I was really hoping that to be a 2. As I said, the $2 add up a lot quicker. That's what we'll do though. $1 in the pouch, another $1, that makes 5. Not too bad. And what we're going to do, as I said, we're going to jump over the other side of the track there with a little 6-inch coil on the 900 and run it quickly over the other side of the track. I was not going to do that. I was just going to do a complete lap around the oval. We're still going to do the lap around the oval. However, I think we can't walk past the other side of the track there without giving it a go also and seeing if we can't snag a few coins or even a couple of rings. Next signal, and a bit of a lower number. He is a 59 and a 60. Straight on the surface there. So he's got me intrigued. He could be a bottle top, could be a bit of a can. I said he has me intrigued though. I don't think it's going to be a gold coin. You've seen, we've seen what that 50 on the surface was before though. We come out with a little sixpence. And then the 71, 73, 74, it turned out to be that little love heart pendant. So as I said, fresh or recent event equals fresh drop items. That's not what we want. It's a little bit of an alloy peg or something. He's tiny and he's light. So it did ring up quite nice, but that's not the item that we're chasing. We're looking for the coins. So let's keep going, as I said, on to the other side of the track in a minute and see what we can snag over there. Well, here we are back on the other side of the track now, and we've made it nearly to the halfway point of the oval. So we're halfway around. Did not find too much on the other side of the track there. Just humming around, I did get a 20-cent coin. However, I think it's an area that we need to cover with the 11-inch coil just to start off with, because it's quite a big space, and the targets, or it's not as trashy an area as working around outside the oval here. There is our next target, walking straight back across the track though, with the 6-inch coil on the Equinox 900, little sniper hitting on those coins in this very, very trashy patch of ground. So, as I said, across the track there, I will be doing it. However, we'll be running the 11-inch coil first, picking up on everything. Then when we have time, we'll get back with the 6-inch and give it another go. So awesome stuff. Another $2 coin. Let's keep going. And there be our next one, which I'm thinking is another gold coin. I'm sorry about that dog over the road there too. He's just recognised that I'm actually here. Funny, because I've been detecting here at this site for the last 6 years, as I said. every time I come here, he acts like I'm a stranger. You'd think he'd know me by now. And funnily enough too, I know the landowners across the road on the corner there, and they've also, oh, there he is, we popped him. They've also gave me permission to detect their property. They've got an old orchard. Where the old orchard is, there should be some old coins and relics and pendants, all that sort of stuff to find. And the house has been rebuilt. It's a brick modern house now. However, there used to be an old weatherboard house from the 1800s there. So, funnily enough, I got speaking to him over at the Oval here one day. Another nice $2 coin. How awesome. Got speaking to him at the Oval here one day. He rode his four-wheeler across and he said, mate, what are you doing? What are you looking for? Have you found anything? He was a lovely bloke too. And I got his number. Funnily enough, I detect his parents' place. I've also been offered, as I said, the house across the road to detect, and we will get there one day very soon. As I said, 2023 is all about new permissions. Oh, look at that. We might have another signal right there. So look, we will get there one day. I just really want to recover some ground with the new 900, especially with that little 6-inch coil, and see what it can do. Surface target, or is he a can? He could be another coin in line with that last $2. Although he did not ring up the right number. There he is, bottle top. That's a great indication there, isn't it? $2 coin, bottle top. You've got to dig the trash to get the treasure. Let's keep going. An 83, 84, jumping through to the 86 target ID range for this next one, and I accidentally missed him. Look what we've got though. We've got an old kangaroo penny. That's cool. Look at the coin impression right there beside him. Turn him around the right way. Oh, I'm breaking him. I'm breaking him. He's nearly broken. But there we go. You can see there. I'll shake the dirt off. 1951 roo penny. One easy target. Wasn't even that deep. A very, very easy target to identify with the Equinox 900. I'm not sure if I walked past him, whether I just did not hit on him in previous years detecting here. How awesome though. 1951, a roo penny with a little bit of a scratch on the back. What a shame, what a shame. I didn't know that's what it was going to be though. That is awesome. A little sixpence and the old roo penny. As I said, this site has gave up a few pre-decimals in the past, mainly modern stuff. However, you do still get the old coins too. How cool. So you know what's funny? As we work our way around the other half of the oval here, pretty much on the end straight, making our way back to the car, I'm thinking to myself, well, we shot a video here some 6 months ago, and let's just mark that target, because I'll lose him otherwise. We shot a video some 6 months ago, and we detected over this side, somewhere remember I found that ripper ring with the little black stones in the top. It looks like spider's eyes. But you know, basically we were here with the 800 and that 800 and the little 6-inch sniper coil, and so we're pretty much doing the same combo as what we're doing today. However, we're running the 900, as you know. But the fact of the matter is, we walked this ground. You know, we thoroughly worked this very, very ground that we're working on right now, and here we are on another signal that we potentially missed with the 800. So I don't have the 800 with me today. I should have it with me, and try and swing over and check out some of these targets and just see, you know, will the 800 also hit on them? I'm sure it probably will. Maybe it just has trouble hearing them as much. Maybe I'm just, you know, not hearing it and just walking past it. Maybe the 900 is hearing it a lot easier and pulling me up in my tracks. I don't know. It'd be nice to have the 800 here, as I said. It's also very hard to swing to two detectors at once. So something we might be able to look forward to in future videos. We can set up and do something like that. I think this is going to be another coin. I think. Oh, yes, it is too. And the reason why I hit the camera on it was because it was throwing around those 50 numbers, mid 50 and high 50s, even up to the 60 range. So I wasn't convinced he was going to be a gold coin. I didn't know it was going to be a silver coin though. Oh, look at that. What a cracker. What a bloody cracker. And look at the year, 1950. Just like the other one. 2 sixpences, 1950. You wouldn't read about it. That is awesome. That is awesome. And as I said, working this ground. You know, we're working over ground that we worked over well and truly with the Equinox 800 and the 6-inch coil. You know, the whole point of me coming out there that day, out here that day, was to shoot a video and see what had been missed. Well, there we go, we missed that one too. So if you'd like to check out that video, Equinox 800 running the 6-inch sniper coil, where I found that little black diamond stone Pandora ring, ripper ring, little silver 925 silver ring. But basically you'll see that we were working this very same ground. We actually had a big pile of sand over there, for memory, right near that power pole, and we worked back and forth over this ground with the 800. We definitely didn't hit that guy, otherwise we wouldn't have found him just then with the 900. What an amazing machine. I am very impressed. So it looks like we've got another gold coin. What a ripper. We are going to be rich at the end of the day. And let's try and mark him there. We might just shift that black bit of plastic over there if the wind doesn't blow it away. Before we dig him up though, let's just give you a listen quickly at what else is in the ground. By flicking that horseshoe button on, we can basically listen to it all. And you can see just what the detector has to contend with. Just signals everywhere. So very trashy area, working around any rec reserve, especially this one, where you get a whole heap of drinking every weekend, and also music fests and whatnot going on, with more drinking and more pull tabs and bottle tops and everything thrown on the surface. So let's go back to our target, let's get rid of that horseshoe button, and let's now just walk over that same ground just quickly and give you a listen at the difference that it makes. And this is why I like cherry picking these sites. So back out a horseshoe button. Bit of EMI chirping away there. But listen to that. The ground is quiet. It's like nothing is there, apart from the signals that you want. So let's go back over and listen to this guy, because this is certainly something that we want. And let's give him a dig. 65, 67, that to me means a gold coin on the Equinox 900. Oh, the ground is crazy dry. I might have to swap hands. Hold the camera with the other hand too. The left hand was getting a little bit sore. I'm pretty certain this is a gold coin. This is probably going to put us up to $10 now today. I did not really have a limit of what I wanted today. Just come out and have some fun, see what the Equinox 900 could do, show you guys a look. However, I reckon we're going to do $10 easily today. Oh no! Not when we're doing that. So there we go. He was quite a jumpy signal, and you did see him jump up to the 70 range there, or I did. No, the reason being is because he's a bottle top, so not to be. That's okay though, because we haven't dug too many yet. We've only probably dug maybe half a dozen bottle tops to what? Nearly $10 in gold coins. Pretty fair odds, I'd say. Let's keep going. Next target, we got ourselves another gold coin. We have jumped over the other side of the oval too, just over to another little patch where they camp and the music fest, whatnot. That guy was a 65 and a 67, jumping around quite a way. I didn't hit the camera on either because of all these noisy trucks going past. It turns out they haven't stopped, so I just turned the camera on anyway and showed you that $1 gold coin. Let's keep going. I'm sure there's a little bit more over here, and then we're going to finish off the rest of the oval, get back to the car. Well, we're easily going to make $10 today. We just got $2 out of the hole there. I stood back up, got another target, and look at that. We've got another $2 coin coming out with his little coin impression too. We'll bring them both up in the hand. How awesome. Awesome stuff. $4 are coming out just after each other. $4 in a row. Let's see if there's anything else in there. Pinpointer's not on. Might help. Yes, yes. No. But I do have another target over here somewhere. So let's fill this in. Not sure it's going to be a coin. You never know. Let's stand up, move the gear out of the way. We'll give you a listen. We'll fill this guy in a bit better. Always swing back over that hole. Yeah, so that's a can. 100%. We're going to dig him just to show you. but 71, 72, or jumping up to the 80 there, with only 1 bar of depth, we won't hit him with the pinpointer, I'm pretty certain. Oh yes, we will. Okay, now he's got me intrigued. I'm thinking it's a can though, just because of how big he come up on the Equinox there. He's not going to be a coin. If he is, he's going to make me look like a massive liar. It's not a coin. Let's have a look. There he is, part of a can. Now, how did I know that? As I said, just due to the 1 bar of depth and it throwing around that jumpy signal, 71 up to an 82 all over the shop. So it does not sound like a coin. It does not give that short, sharp, sweet sounding signal. I know I say that a lot, but that is just the honest truth. When you run over a big item like a can or something, you can really hear it, so you can tell the difference. Let's go down to him a little bit more. Yeah, there's still heaps left in there. Let's try and get him all out, because no doubt in future I'll have to dig him up again if I don't get him today. We're making our way down to our next target. He does sound like another gold coin, jumping around in the mid 60 range there. I'm hoping for another $2 gold coin, because we have to be over the $10 mark now. Who knows, we might be able to make it to the $20 mark. Wouldn't that be cool? And 2 little sixpences and a penny and a pendant. We've done phenomenal today. There he is, right down the bottom there. We just need to go that little bit deeper. There's another site that I really want to take the Equinox 900 here too. Some will remember that site where we dug out like 50 silver coins around the old recreation reserve there. And they used to have the club rooms built around one side of the reserve. In later years they rebuilt them over the other side. So we go detecting over the early side of the reserve where the original club rooms used to be. And we found so many silver coins. And I reckon that would be a great place to take the 900 back and test it out, because who knows what else we'll find. And we could hit on a few more silver coins, and wouldn't that be awesome? Don't know where our target is here. We've lost him. I don't think it's a coin either. It seems big. I think I've got him to move. What is it? Oh no! We've been tricked, Basil. We've just got a bit of old can. A very, very old bit of can. All burnt and chopped up. And there's still more there. We've been hitting on the cans lately, haven't we? We need to get back onto the coins. So we'll clean this hole up and we'll do just that. And we'll see you on that next target. Rightio, so here we are, nearly back towards the car. We're just coming up behind it there. We've got our last signal too before we get there. He's a high one, 93, 94. Imagine if that was a florin. We're going to dig that guy out, as I said, just before we finish up and get back to the car there. And we are going to get out of here. We're not going to do a secondary lap. We're just going to show everything that we've dug this morning. It's nearly 1 o'clock, so we've been going for about 3 hours now. It's taken us 3 hours to make a lap around the oval. We have been working quite methodical and slow though. And remember, we've been jumping off over the other side of the tracks, working those 2 different areas of ground. So really, we've worked around the oval probably twice with the amount of walking that we've done every which direction. So this guy is he's got me intrigued. You see all this dirt that's just been dumped here in front of us? So it could be anything. It could be a florin, could be a penny, could be a 1 or 2 cent coin. I'm thinking that's a bigger coin than a 1 or a 2 cent though. I'm hoping just quietly it's a florin. We've found, oh no, it's not a pull tab, is it? We've found quite a few here. Oh no way, why was that jumping up to a 90? We've got a pull tab. There we go, that's what's finishing us off. A dirty old pull tab in this patch of dirt. That's okay, because we do have quite a few coins and we're about to show them once we get back to the car. So $20 odd I think, plus a couple of silvers and a penny. We have done very, very well. There we go, that was definitely our target. The dirty old pull tab, coming up at a 90. I did see a 50 there too, so look at this. I can't help myself. I stand up. I said I'm going to walk back to the car. Here I am looking for more signals. Right, that's it. Let's walk back and let's show you a look at what we've done for the last 3 hours. Rightio, so that just about wraps it up for us today there, guys. Remember, we were hunting around the sports oval with the Equinox 900. We're also running that little 6-inch sniper coil. Just an amazing combination. And as you can see, we've got quite a few finds laid out on the pouch here, ready to go. We will start with the trash there. We were trying to see what the Equinox 800 and other detectors had missed in the past. And there we go, a lot of rubbish, including the old Coke can there, which I really just dug just to show you guys, you know, the difference in between those short, sharp signals. As you can see, most of everything else is the small coin size bottle tops. So that's mainly what we're focusing on. Next up is the rusty staple. Only one rusty item today, not too bad. The old tent peg, a few pull tabs, the old tap inner center nut, a wing nut, a little toggle switch, a two-way toggle switch. I just found him laying on the surface. He's broken off someone's headlights or something like that. We'll take him and put him at home, and I'm sure I can use him in future through all my mechanicking and whatnot, and fitting up headlights to someone else's vehicle. So a 1920 little halfpenny. Let's bring in a bit there. Pretty hard to see. A 1920 one halfpenny. We also got the 1950 sixpence, practically laying on the surface. I don't think it was that guy. I actually think it was that guy, the dirtier one. But two 1950 sixpences, just incredible. The fact that, you know, we found two sixpences and they're the same year, one being just on the surface, is just amazing. So that little double love heart pendant, we have cleaned him out a little bit. We just got a bit of grass and poked all the dirt out of him. He's got a nice shiny pink diamond, which is just awesome. Anything silver is really, really cool, and I love finding it. A 1951 full rue penny. And now what we mainly come out for were the gold coins. As I said, a lot of events taking place at this site. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Two fresh drop gold coins there. So 14 up the top. 15, 16, only two fresh drop $1 gold coins. How's that? 2 2s and 2 1s. So 14 up the top, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22 and 20 cents. I tell you what, that'll cover the fuel out here and back, and I still have a bit of pocket money left over. So plus all the 1 and the 2 cent coins that we hit on, working our way through all the gold coins. So $22.20, 2 sixpences, a little silver pendant, and 2 pennies. I think we nailed it, and it just goes to show exactly how good that new Equinox 900, you know, how responsive it is to those targets, how it can individualize and separate them so much better than the 800. And not only that, with that little 6-inch sniper coil, we're managing to work our way through the trash quite easily and pluck out all these wonderful targets. So really hope you enjoyed. We will try this, try the Equinox 900 and the sniper coil again in future at plenty more sites, and I hope to see you there. So cheers guys, happy hunting, we'll catch you next time.